I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on integers. This video is for our middle school students who want to understand completely what integers are, how can we represent them on a number line, how can we compare them, how do we add them, and how do we subtract them. To begin with, let us understand something about the numbers. As you know, natural numbers. Well, the natural numbers are counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Normally, the natural number is written by the number capital N. So if I write capital N, it means it is group of or set of natural numbers. Whole numbers are the numbers which include 0. So whole numbers written by the letter capital W are like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are talking about integers. Integers are written with the letter Z. They include both positive and negative numbers and also 0. So from 0, you can go on the right side as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all those whole numbers, and negative sign with the whole numbers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on. On the left hand side will also give you integers. So integers include the whole numbers, and in addition they have also the numbers with negative sign. Now you were able to represent whole numbers and the natural numbers on a number line. Now in this video we will see how do we represent integers on the number line also. Perfect. Now let's get some concepts about integers as such. First thing first, if we have a positive number, which is also integer now, you understand, then in that case, we may not write a sign. For example, if I have a number 7, right? 7 is an integer which could also be written as plus 7. On a number line, plus 7 will be where? Well, this is the number line 0. So let me mark the 0 here. Then 7 will be a straight line going towards the right hand side, right? So from here to 7, that becomes 7. So this number 7, let's say point A, represents the number 7. You get an idea. So when we are talking about integers and the number is positive, we may write positive before the number or we may not write. You get an idea. For example, if I have to write the number 5, I could write number 5 as such also, or I may write without with sign plus, right? Either way it works. So 5 for me is a number shown here. So I can go from 0 to 5. The arrow shows that we are going towards the right from 0, and the length of the arrow is the magnitude of the number itself. You get an idea, right? So the first thing here which we need to really understand is that numbers written without negative sign are positive numbers. But if we write a negative sign, in that case, the number is negative, right? For example, let's say the number b is negative 5. It really means that from 0, I have to move left towards 5, right? So that becomes the negative 5 number. I went further down, so let me just correct this one. Okay, so this is the number which we are saying is negative 5. From 0, I'm going to this side, and that is the negative 5 number. Correct. So negative, I'm moving left, and the length of the arrow is the magnitude of the number itself, right? So it is, we can say, that is 5 units left. Well, in short, we can see that minus 4 and plus 4 are opposite integers. So minus 4 and plus 4 are opposite integers. What does it mean? It means if you add plus and minus 4, you get 0. So addition of opposite integers is always 0. So what I'm trying to say here is that positive integer 4 will mean going from 0 to 4 units to the right. So that is plus 4, correct? Now, what is negative 4? Well, from here, come back 4 units. So that is negative 4. Where did you reach? You reach at 0. Do you see that? So you can say that plus 4 plus minus 4 is equal to 0. That is what is called opposite integers. Is this clear to you? So this is what I'm saying. What is opposite integers? So I hope this concept is clear, right? Now, as I've shown you, the integers can be represented on a number line. So we have represented so many integers. You see that? So if I mark a number here, let us say point P, what is this integer? From 0 we mean, right? So if I just write a point P, we can say this point P is basically negative 9. So this represents a negative 9 integer since it is 9 units left of 0. Do you see that? So you can do the reverse calculation. Perfect. So if I give you a point on a number line, you can straight away read the value of that integer. For example, if I give you this point and say, well, that is my point Q. In that case, what is Q? Well, Q is positive 10. Since it is 10 units from the origin. Do you see that? Since it is 10 units from the origin, we'll call it positive 10. So we have understood now how do we represent integers on a number line. Is that clear to you? Perfect. So what did we see here? Well, clearly we saw that the negative numbers are on the left of 0. So if this is our 0, then we are seeing that we have negative numbers on the left side and positive numbers on the right side of 0. Perfect. So if you move towards the right side, it is positive numbers. But if you go towards the left side, it is negative numbers. Correct? We also learned that the opposite integers are same distance from 0. That is to say that if I have, let us say, plus 4 and minus 4, okay, let me write minus 4 like this now. So plus 4 we have, and here is minus 4 for us. In that case, this length are equal for both plus 4 and minus 4. Perfect. Now, tell me, which numbers are greater? How do we figure that out? We also learn on a number line that the greater numbers are to the right. Is that clear? Clear. So we have learned many things about integers in this part of the video. But I think you have a foundation. We need to practice few more things, right? So clearly, what did we do so well up to now is we kind of understood what a number line is, right? Now, we are going to see some examples of representing the numbers on the number line. So we see that the greater numbers are on the right side. Perfect. Now, what are we going to do? We are going to understand how do we represent the integers on number line. We will also see how do we compare the integers, how do we add the integers, and how do we subtract the integers. Perfect. So that is what we are now going to see. So let's move on to the next page. So as I said, we are going to see how the integers can be represented on a number line, right? Z is a symbol for integers. It is very important for us to remember this, right? So we know that Z is a symbol for integers. And if Z is greater than 0, it really means what? It means that they are positive numbers, and if Z is negative, then they are on the left side of 0, right? So this is 0 for us. Let me mark the 0. So let's have this. This is the 0 for us. And clearly on a number side, what you see here, these are negative numbers and these are positive numbers, right? We are talking about integers, which I'm going to represent by letter Z, correct? Now here are three questions for you. I'd like you to answer these questions, right? So take some time on your notebook, answer these questions, and then look into my suggestions. What is question number one? Well, question number one here is order integers from least to greatest. So we need to order integers from least to greatest. 0 plus 6 minus 3, 11 minus 10 minus 4 and 4 are the integers. Well, this is the application of number lines. Integers, placement of integers on the number line. So where is 0? Well, I've already marked the letter 0. So 0 is there. The number 0 plus 6. This is plus 6 for us. Minus 3. That is minus 3 for us. And then 11. 11 is right there. And then we have the number minus 10. Minus 10 is 10 units on left of 0. Minus 4 is 4 units left of 0. Plus 4 is 4 units right of 0. So how do we answer the question number 1? Let's write down the answer for question number 1. Okay. So what we see here, that left to right, right? So the key is we have to go from left to right. And then what do we get? We get from least to greatest. So in this particular case, if I see the numbers from left to right, we get minus 10. This is the least. And then minus 4, minus 3, 0, 4, 6, and 11. So that is how we'll get the solution of question number 1. We need to arrange all the integers on the number line to order them in increasing order. Increasing order means from left to right. I hope that is absolutely clear. Perfect. Now let's take the second question. The second question here is, which integer is 6 greater than minus 4? So now we need to write down an integer which is 6 greater than minus 4. Can you help me to do this? Well, let's go to minus 4 first. That is minus 4, correct? Now we want to say 6 greater than means what? Tell me. So question number 2, the answer is we want to go for 6 greater than minus 4. So we are at minus 4. We have to go to 6 units on the right, right? So let's move 6 units on the right. So it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 6. Do you see that? So we moved 6 units on the right and reached a number which is 2. So therefore, the number should be plus 2. Do you see that? So that becomes the answer, which is plus 2. We could write this as plus 2 or just 2, as I said. So I hope you have understood how we went on a number line 6 units from minus 4 to get our answer. Perfect? Okay, so here is a practice question for you. So this time, I'd like you to answer this question, which is, which integer is 7 less than plus 11? So answer number 3, what do you get? 7 less than 11. Okay, so what will you do? You will start from 11, which is 11 units to the right, right? So you could go like there first to 11. So you are here at 11. Perfect. Now we are saying 7 less than 11. So you have to come back 7 units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You reached at 4, right? So that becomes the solution. You've gone here 7 units from 11, right? Towards the left. 7 less than means minus. Perfect. and you reached at 4, and therefore the answer here is plus 4. So 7 less than 11 is plus 4. You could write as 4 or with a positive sign. Is this clear to you? Very interesting question. We have seen this question many times in previous test papers. I hope the concept is absolutely clear. Now next, we are trying to do how do we add integers. Very interesting. Let us see how do we add integers, and we are going to use the number line to do the addition of integers. Okay. So here are a few questions for you. Again, the same number line. So let's mark the 0. I like you to read these questions, answer them on your own, and then look into my solution. I'll teach you how do we add integers. Okay, so let's try to see how do we add integers. When you add, if it is a positive number, move right. So remember this. So to add, what are we going to do? If it is a positive number, move right. And if it is a negative number, move left. This is what we have to do, correct? End result will be the answer. Let's do an example. Okay, so we are saying that we have a number which is plus 4. Now, if from 0, let us move right 4 units. So from here, we go 4 units right. So there we go at 4. And now plus 5 means from here, go further 5 units, right? So you go from here further 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Where do you reach? 9. And therefore, you can write this as equal to 9. You get the idea. So go to 4 and then further 5. To the right, since positive 5 is there, correct? So we are adding a positive integer. So we get a bigger number, which is also positive. Correct. Now let's see the second case. In this particular case, we have negative 3. Negative 3 is where? From 0, 3 left, right? So this is negative 3. And now we have to go positive 5. So from here, let's go positive 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You reached at 2, right? So when you go, you reach this point. So you get your answer as equal to 2. Do you see that? When you are adding, you move in the direction of the integer. If it is positive, on the right side, negative, left side. So that is how you get the result of adding the integers. I hope the steps are clear, right? Now, once again, we have a negative number to begin with. We'll try to do negative 3 plus minus 4. So where is negative 3? You can locate negative 3 directly. That is going from 0 to negative 3. This is first part. Now we have to go plus negative 4. Since we have plus negative 4, we'll go further left. Remember this, negative go left. So from here, we'll go 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea, right? So there you are. And therefore, the net result is 7 with a negative sign. So get minus 7 as the result. Is this step clear to you? We'll do many questions. And by the end of this video, everything will be absolutely clear to you. Now let's do the next question now, which is plus 6 plus minus 9 plus 6. So plus 6 means I will go right from 0 to 6. There you go, right? So we can go directly. We know this is 0 to 6. We go there. And then we have to do minus 9. Oh, minus 9 means what? Means we have to go left from 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, of course, 7, 8, 9. So we reach at minus 3. So we have our result as minus 3. Is this clear to you? So on a number line, that is how you can show your result. So step number 1 is locate the first integer. And step number 2 is move further. right for positive and left if the number is negative. Is that clear to you? Once you follow this step, you will get your result. Perfect. Okay, let's move on and see some more complicated questions. This time, I have three integers to add. So the very first question here is 10 plus, look at this question, right? So we have 10 plus minus 3 plus minus 5. So first step is locate the integer. 10 means plus 10. So from 0, we will go 10 units to the right. So that is r plus 10. Is that clear to you? Now, we have to add minus 3. Adding minus 3 means what? Minus 3 means going left. So from here, we are going left. 1, 2, 3. So this step is add minus 3. So from 10, we move 3 units left is add minus 3. And then we are going to add minus 5. That means 5 more units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5. So you reach the point which is the answer, which is 2. Do you see that? So we added minus 5 further and we reached at 2, which is the answer. Perfect. So once more, the solution is something like this. First, from 0, we went right 10 units, right? And then we did 3 units left. And then we did 5 units left to reach our answer, which is right. So then we reached 5 units left. Let's write down. Add 2. Is it clear to you? So that is what we have to do when 3 are involved. Perfect. We'll do it once again. The next question here is minus 4 plus minus 5 plus 10. I like you to do it once, then check with my solution, right? So first step, locate minus 4. So we get minus 4 here, right? Then we have to add minus 5. So add minus 5 means we are going to go 5 units left since it is negative, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do you see that? That is, we are adding minus 5. Went 5 units left. Now we are adding plus 10. So now we are adding plus 10. So plus 10 means we have to go right all the way 10 units. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see that? So that becomes the answer for us, which is equal to 1. Does it make sense to you? That is how we are going to add the integers. Perfect? Okay, I think now you've got it. Okay, 2 more to go. So I'd like you to actually answer these questions. I'm waiting for your solution now. What result are you getting? Well, tell me steps. Step number 1 is locate minus 10. So that is where minus 10 is. We have located minus 10. So you have to locate that unit, right? Now, from here, we have to add minus 7. So I have to go further on the left side. So I'll change this question since, we don't have space here. Okay, so I'm changing the question. I'm making add plus 7. Is it okay? So we made it plus 7. So we'll do plus 7. We'll add plus 7. So add plus 7 means moving right 7 units, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we reach at minus 3. Now we have to add minus 5. Minus 5 is to the left, right? So let's go left from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is minus 5, right? Which we added. We moved left because it was a negative sign. So we get minus 8 as our answer. Is that clear to you? That is how we're going to do it. The last question here is, we are going to add and subtract 8 first, right? And then we are going to add minus 5. So let's begin by locating 8. So let me write down the steps here. So first step is locate the integer 8. So 8 is right there. Is that clear to you? So we straight away jumped from 0 to 8. We need not even draw the line. But if you want, you could. So you could draw a line also, right? So no problem. We located this. So that is the first thing, which is 8. The next step here is add minus 8. Minus means we have to move left 8 units, right? So from here, if you move left, where do you go? You go back to 0, right? So this is, we added minus 8. These are opposite integers, correct? So when you add 8 and minus 8, you get to 0. So you are back to 0. And the last step here is to add minus 5. So add minus 5 means what? Add minus 5 means, okay, so we are going to add minus 5. So when you add minus 5 means you have to go left 5 units from here. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you reach the answer, which is equal to minus 5. Perfect. And therefore we can say that 8 plus minus 8 plus minus 5 is equal to minus 5. Is this clear to you, right? So that is how we can actually do addition and subtraction, addition of integers using positive and negative integers. Correct? I hope this is absolutely clear. So let's move further and see what next. Now we are going to subtract integers, okay? Now, how do we subtract integers? Well, remember one thing, subtraction is same as addition but reverse of it, right? So that is kind of important to understand, right? So how do we subtract is we change the subtraction sign to addition and then we add. So that is what we do. So let me explain you what are we trying to do here. We have 8 minus plus 5, right? So this minus, we have 8, I could write it down. Plus and minus becomes negative 5. Now it is important to note that if we have same sign, let me make a table here. This will help us. Okay. So what we're trying to do here is we are trying to multiply these signs when it comes right there in the center. So the signs could be plus or minus. Is that clear to you? If the signs are both positive, then we get positive. And if they are both negative, also then we get positive. However, if the signs are positive and negative, we get negative. Opposite signs gives us negative. This is what we're trying to understand. So what I'm trying to say here, in short, is that if I multiply positive with positive, I get positive. Correct? And if I multiply positive with negative, I get negative sign. So where are we multiplying? Well, we are multiplying at this stage. Do you see the stage here in between? This stage will convert this negative, which is subtraction, into addition with reversing the sign. So this is kind of important. So let me explain you this once again. So we are going to rewrite these statements. The second statement is minus 7 minus plus. So minus plus is the opposite sign. So I could write this as minus 7 minus becomes positive. We want to write this as positive and the number is negative. Do you see that? So we kind of reverse the sign. So let me do this here also in the same fashion. So let me erase this first and then explain. Yes. So here, positive and negative. So we'll write this with positive, but 5 becomes negative. You get the idea. 5 becomes negative. So 8 minus plus 5 is same as 8 plus minus 5. So what I'm trying to say is this: positive and negative is negative. So if we have opposite signs, it becomes positive. Oh, if we have opposite signs, it becomes negative. Sorry. And if we have same sign, it becomes positive. Correct? So same sign positive and opposite signs negative, right? So once again, minus 6 minus 3. Both are same sign, so I can write this as minus 6 plus of plus 3. So I change the signs. You get the idea. I have to make this positive, so I'm making subtraction as addition. Now here, 7. This minus, I want to make it plus, but we have minus and minus, so 3 also becomes plus. Same sign leads to positive, opposite sign leads to negative, right? So let's do it once again, right? So let's do it once again so that's absolutely clear. Right. So let me do it once again, right? So the first one I'm going to write as, since it is same sign, so let me choose this pen and we'll take this. So we want to make this subtraction as addition. So the whole thing is to make this positive in between. So the first number remains as it is. So which is plus 8. I'm just writing as 8. And the second number, since we have negative positive, it becomes negative. So we have this as 8 plus minus 5. Now here, first number as it is, which is minus 7, we have a sign. We want to make negative subtraction as addition. However, because we have opposite sign, negative positive, it becomes negative 5. Is this clear to you? Once again, first number as such, which is minus 6, we want to make addition statement instead of subtraction. This will result into change of sign for the next number. Both have same sign, so that will be plus 3. Same sign means positive. Now here we have 7. We want to write minus as plus. Both are negative, and therefore 3 will become plus 3. Minus 3 becomes plus 3. Same sign changes to positive. Is that clear to you? Now we have a addition statement. 8 plus minus 3, minus 7 plus minus 5, minus 6 plus plus 3, 7 plus plus 3. So now you can add just as you did earlier. Let me show you the first one. 8 plus minus 5. So you locate 8, so there you go. And then you have to go 5 units left since it is minus 5. So we'll go 5 units left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You reach at 3. So we are adding minus 5. Do you see that? So when you add minus 5, you move left. And therefore, this answer for us is positive 3. Is this clear to you? Perfect. Let's do the next one. So in the next one, let's try to locate minus 7. Minus 7 is right there. Now we have to add minus 5. So if I'm adding minus 5, I have to go left 5 units. 1, 2, 3. 4 is minus 11. And then we have 5, which is minus 12. Is that clear to you? So this is going to be minus 12. Correct? So that is how we are going to get the result. Right? So one more I will do, which is minus 6 plus plus 3. So minus 6, let's locate minus 6, which is right there. Adding plus 3 means move right 1, 2, 3 units. And we reach the answer, which is equal to 3. So I hope that is absolutely clear. Now, can you add 7 and 3? Yes, you can. So locate 7 and then move 3 units to the right, right? So 1, 2, and 3. You reach 10, which is your answer. So this is equal to 10. Isn't that simple? Slightly tricky. The tricky part here is to change subtraction to addition, right? So that is the tricky part which you need to work out, right? You need some practice. Let's do some more practice questions. So here, once again, we have this practice test for you. So let us see. If it is negative in between, we have to write this as addition statement. So the first two have negative. I'll show you once again how do we convert this to an addition statement. Plus 5 minus 5 really means first number write as such, which is plus 5. Minus we want to change to positive. However, the next number depends on the signs. Minus plus opposite signs. So therefore, it becomes negative 5. To solve the question from 0, we will go to 5. So we located 5. And then minus 5 means you're returning back, correct? So first you went in this direction to plus 5 and then you returned. Where did you reach? 0 as expected, correct? Since what do we have? We have opposite integers. Their sum will always be 0. So that's a good reminder. The next question here for you is minus 3. We'll write the number as such, minus 3. We want to change minus to plus, subtraction to addition. For that, the next number changes the sign since we have minus and plus. So we'll locate from 0, where is minus 3, and then go minus 7. That means go left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where do you reach? You reach at 10. So that is negative 10 is your answer. Right? 10 units on left of the origin O. Right. So next number here is minus 2. Write it as such. It is itself addition statement. So that is a simple addition. Locate minus 2 and then go 8 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We reach 6 and therefore this should be equal to 6. Clear? The last one here is 7. So you from here you may go to 7 first, right? And it is an addition, so you may even show it as an arrow going to 7. And then minus 3 means you come from here 3 units. And where you reach is at 4, which is your answer. Correct? So you can go in a straight line also, or by while counting, that is also admissible, right? So both are correct. So I hope you have understood this concept. Let's have a few more practice test questions for you. This time, I have combined addition and subtraction with three integers, correct? Isn't that interesting? Right. So try to do this. I'm just locating my zeros on the number line. As you see, the number line extends on both the sides. Numbers on the right are positive, on the left are negative. All the numbers are arranged in increasing order as we move from left to right. Correct. First one. All are positive sign is an addition statement. It does not require any change. So what are we going to do? Straight away, we'll go to first 8, the very first number. And once we are at 8, then the next is negative 3. Means I'm going to do 3 units from here left, right? So that is minus, I should write plus minus 3, correct? So we went 3 units to the left. Now we have to add 3, 5 minus, right? So now from here, we have to go minus 5 means 5 units further from 5. And 5 units will take you to 0. So there you go. Where do we reach? We reach as our answer, which happens to be 0. Do you see that? Correct. So that is what we get. Next, 4 plus minus 5 plus 9. It is an addition statement. We do not have to convert any subtraction, right? So we can straight away begin with our solution. 4, locate 4 first, right? So this is 4. And now we have to see minus 5. So minus 5 means we have to go left 5 units, right? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. We reached at minus 1. And then we are saying we have to go to plus 6, right? Plus 9. So plus 9 means what? Plus 9, right? We have to go 9 units to the right. So 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you reach at 8. So the answer is 8. Is that okay? Perfect. Now the next two examples involve a part of it as subtraction. So first step will be to write them as an addition statement. Perfect. So let's do it. So it is minus 10. We'll write that as such. Plus and minus. I mean negative. We have to convert to positive. However, same sign will make it positive. Same sign is positive. Here it's already plus, and we do have this statement, correct? So we have converted the subtraction part into addition. Let's do it for the next one also. We have minus 3 plus same sign, that means positive, and here we already have positive, no problems. There you go. And now we can actually write down the solution, correct? So first step is locate minus 10, which is right there, and then add 7 to it. So adding 7 to this really means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units to the right. So we have done this part, and now we'll do subtract 5, right? So add minus 5. So come to this stage, 1, 2. So we are coming back now. Do you see that? Minus 5. We want to add minus 5 now. So from 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5. So you reach minus 8. So that becomes your answer. Minus 8 is the solution for this one. Is that clear to you? Correct? So that is how we are going to do this. The last one here is locate minus 3. So that is where the minus 3 is. We want to add 7. So let's add 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We reach 4 now, correct? And now you add, so this is your plus 7, right? Plus 7. And now what are we going to do? Plus minus 5. So we have to do plus minus 5. Minus 5 means move left 5 units, right? So we are already at 4. So that means we're going now 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We reach at minus 1, right? That becomes our answer, minus 1. Is this clear to you? So that is how we need to, add and subtract. Remember one thing, that when we're talking about statements which include subtraction, we have to convert the subtraction to addition, right? So change subtraction to addition is very critical, right? So opposite sign is negative, yes, and the same sign is positive. That is what we have to do, right? So that was a typing error. So you can correct that part. So I hope you have understood all these concepts. So with this, we come to an end of this video. If you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. We are coming up with a new series for the middle school students, which will give them a very strong foundation to move on to high school. So that is the whole objective. I'm Anil Kumar, and once again, thanks a lot for watching my video. All the best.